Here are my top 3 favorite Linux distributions. Number 1, Linux Mint. Linux Mint is one of the most popular Linux distros out there, and I have been trying out various versions since 2020, and over the years, I think Mint has become one of the best distros, as it is super easy to use, supports tons of hardware and software, has a plethora of themes, customization, and features, and it has 3 main editions to choose from, including Cinnamon, Mate, and XFCE. Number 2, Ubuntu. Ubuntu used to be my favorite Linux distro, but when I tried Linux Mint 21.1, Vera, it blew me away with the overall improved design and functionality, so much so that it put Ubuntu into second place on this list. This being said, I quite like Ubuntu, as it is also a very popular distro, and much like Linux Mint, it works with just about anything. Hardware and software support is also large on Ubuntu, and you can also use a server edition of Ubuntu as well, in case you want to set up something like a file server, or web server. Also, you have a lot of support from Canonical, so if you ever need to troubleshoot something on Ubuntu, you have their support, and they also offer services, such as Live Patch. And lastly, my third favorite distro, Peppermint OS. Peppermint OS has a rather unique approach to being a lightweight desktop, and it looks and feels somewhat similar to Linux Mint, but by default, Peppermint OS uses XFCE as its desktop environment. Peppermint OS also has a lot of support, both from the developers, and many hardware and software companies also support Peppermint OS. This being said, Peppermint OS is in third place on my list, because while it is a great distro, and is pretty easy to use, it does lack some things like a built-in update manager, whereas something like Linux Mint has one, so you can change the repositories, to get faster update speeds, as opposed to using the normal one that comes with your distro. So this is where Peppermint falls flat on its face, if you know what I mean, although I am not trying to hate on it, I am just making a valid statement on something about it. Hopefully, Peppermint OS will get much better as time goes by. Alrighty, I'll see you folks in my next video. Bye for now.